Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again. And today we're going to be doing another top 5 list. And today's top 5 list will be my top 5 most underrated movies of 2015. Now, what I qualify as an underrated film is a movie that critics really did not like. Like, they didn't like it, or they just found it, like, okay, mediocre. But films that I honestly really enjoyed and thought they were really good movies. So, before we get into the top 5 list, I do have 2 honorable mentions. First, Selfless. I really enjoyed Selfless. Selfless was a really good film. It was really enjoyable. You know, I had a good time with it. And the second one is Focus. Focus was another film I really enjoyed. You know, had some cool elements to it. I thought it was just a very nice film, in my opinion. So, yeah, Selfless and Focus are 2 of my honorable mentions. So, yeah. So, let's get on to my actual list. So, let's do this. So, coming in at number 5 is Minions. Now, Minions was a film, like, critics thought was just mediocre at best. Like, it was alright of a animated film. You know, some other people on YouTube thought the same thing. Me, personally, I had a fun time with the movie. I really enjoyed it. It was a really nice spin-off to, you know, Despicable Me. You know, these characters are side characters, and some people were worried, like, oh, is it going to get too much and whatever, you know, making these side characters that are great as side characters, the main characters. I thought that they did a pretty good job with it, honestly, you know. And I just really enjoyed it. I think it was a really good spin-off from the Despicable Me movies, honestly. And just Minions was a very enjoyable film, and I had fun with it, honestly. It was really good, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Minions is my number 5. Number 4 is American Ultra. American Ultra, this was a really funny slash, you know, fun film, honestly. I had a lot of fun with it, honestly. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously, this movie. I mean, it's about a stoner that has these super abilities. Come on now. So, it was just, you know, a fun movie, and really critics, I think, didn't really notice that with this movie, honestly. You know, it was really fun. It had some really good action as well, which I was surprised by. It had some really good action, you know. Whenever there was a funny moment, it was really funny, honestly. And, you know, I thought Jesse Eisenberg was really good in this movie. You know, Kristen Stewart was really good in the film as well. So, yeah, I just really enjoyed American Ultra. You know, this movie was really good, and I had a really fun time with it. I know some people were disappointed that wasn't what it was, but, you know, I just really enjoyed it. It was really good. You know, American Ultra was a very fun movie, in my opinion. I think a lot of critics didn't really see that with the movie. So yeah, my number 4 is American Ultra. Number 3, Get Hard. Now, Get Hard, now I know some people found this movie to be awful. Trust me, I think I can see why you think it's awful, but I don't care. I really enjoyed it. I had such a just hilarious time watching this film. This movie was really, really funny. It's probably my second favorite comedy of the year. It was just so funny, this movie. I really enjoyed it. It was such a funny film. I think, like I said, you know, I just had a really fun time with it. It was just very, very funny. Will Ferrell, of course, my favorite comedic actor. He just was hilarious in this movie. Definitely was my favorite aspect of the film. He was so funny in the film. He did a really great job. Will Ferrell did a great job. Kevin Hart was really funny as well. You know, he's been stepping up his game lately with this film, in my opinion. And just, this was overall funny movie, in my opinion. I don't think really, you know, it gets enough credit. I think it was just such a fun and entertaining film. So yeah, my number 3 is Get Hard. My number 2 is Entourage. Entourage, I know I've been saying this a lot about these movies, but it was just a lot of fun, honestly. It was a fun ride, you know, traveling around with these best friends, you know, that I never watched it. I watched the pilot to the TV series, but I wasn't just all that invested with it. But this movie was awesome, honestly. It was really, really great. I loved the movie. It was such a fun, entertaining film, you know. Seeing the chemistry between all these guys. They feel like brothers, honestly, all these guys, because they just have so much chemistry with each other. And all the cameos that you see in the film are great as well. I love just all the cameos you see in this movie. Like, of course, I won't spoil them, but they were just awesome. And, you know, just some really funny moments as well happen in the movie. And, you know, just some very funny film moments. And Jeremy Piven as Ari Gold was just incredible. So, yeah, just Entourage, I have a fun time with it. I just don't understand why critics didn't really see that, honestly. I thought it was great. It was a really, really enjoyable film. So, yeah, my number 2 is Entourage. Now, my number 1 most underrated film of 2015 is Southpaw. No doubt about it, there was no other film this year that is more underrated and more underappreciated than Southpaw. Southpaw was an incredible movie. This movie, it was incredible, honestly. I loved this movie. This movie was such, you know, just incredible, honestly. And it's mostly made by Jake Gyllenhaal, who gives such a phenomenal performance. Still, to me, the best, best performance by a leading actor. He's so incredible in this film. He gives it his all. It's probably his second best performance to me. He's just so mesmerizing to watch on screen. And when a certain thing happens to him in this film, which I won't spoil, and see him go through that grief, just what he has to go through because of what happened, is emotional to watch, honestly. And because of Jake Gyllenhaal's performance, you really believe it and buy into it. And I just love that about this movie. And the boxing scenes were really filmed really well, honestly. And it was great, you know, the way they were filmed, you know. Like how Antoine Fuqua would do, like duck, like whenever someone would duck, that he would move the camera down, and that was cool. You know, just some really cool aspects about the film, like with the boxing and everything, and just some really emotional moments with him and his daughter, which I thought were absolutely amazing. And I really think Southpaw doesn't get that much credit. It's honestly a great film. It honestly is one of the best movies of the year, and I think really critics, audiences really overlooked it. It's one of probably my favorite boxing movies now. It's just an incredible movie, honestly. I loved it. So yeah, just Southpaw was an incredible film. It's by far my most underrated film of 2015. So that's my top 5 most underrated films of 2015. What are your top 5 most underrated films of 2015? Leave in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you about later. Peace.